dripping like gold. You got me so wild, dripping like gold. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen.
Alright guys, so we're here. We just got in line, as you could tell. Okay guys, so this is where you first step up. We're next in line. So yeah, you just go here, buy your tickets, and that's it. Okay guys, so we got our tickets. As you guys just saw, you saw the price. So you have to get a permit to film, and I got it. So yeah, this is gonna allow me to videotape just without flash. We're going in already. We already got our tickets. The guy had said it was gonna be like 40-50 minute wait. And as you guys could see here, there's not that many people. But yeah guys, we're gonna give you a whole tour of just the whole museum, and let's see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoy. Gracias. Okay guys, so we just scanned our tickets, and now we're gonna go in. Gonna make sure to always keep this handy just in case they ask me for it. Okay guys, so the first thing you guys see when you come in is these three mummies right here. You can see its mouth, its hair. Really interesting. Look at the hair guys. This guy looks like he had some blonde hair. The skin looks like tree bark, like actual tree bark. And if you look at this one right here, you could actually see the bone. You could see the bone, the human bone, which is really insane. Wow. And these are the first three that you see as soon as you walk in. Look at this one. This is pretty sad because look, right here you could actually see the skull bone. You could see the mouth is kind of like in a fish-like structure. You could see the bones. You could see their skin. They're mummified. They're completely mummified.
Guys, no lo pueden creer, pero esta señora es mi bisabuela.
Aquí es mi papá.
Que Paulina, ella descendió de mi familia desde hace muchísimos años.
¿De San Pancho?
De San Pancho, San Francisco, con mi bisabuela. Y he encontrado, estoy tan feliz porque la encontré.
Wow.
Miren, es historia familiar.
Uh-huh. That's crazy. Take his story with a grain of salt, but well, yeah, guys. Look at this, guys. No way, this one still has boots on. This one has tiny feet. Oh, and then right here, you look in, and it's a stairway that goes up. That means that this must be a really old building for it to have those, because the last time I saw one of those was in Chihuahua. Those aren't really common unless they're very old. Look, he has like little strands of hair. Crazy how they've been putting human cadavers' arms crossed since hundreds and hundreds of years ago. This one right here even still has shoes. How crazy is it to think that something could last for so long? Especially a human body. As you guys know, human bodies decompose really fast. So for them just to be whole and still put their shoes on, that's insane. Oh, and here I found the first male mummy thus far, I believe. Wow. He still has a beard. His stomach is sucked in. That means that his intestines were probably all decomposed. He actually has very small feet. Something that my dad just noticed is that if you look, it has a lot of skin. That means that this person was most likely overweight, and that's why they have so much loose skin on them. And then, like my dad put on this one was extremely underweight, and that's why he's so skinny, because you look at the difference. This one has so much skin, and this one's skin is all tight. And this is another male. You could see his hair. He had like brown hair and a black beard, so that's really interesting. And then look at this. You could see actual armpit hair. Oh, she looked in pain. Wow, that's really sad. The skin looks like tree bark. It looks like literal tree bark. It looks like how you would see a log rotting. That's exactly how it looks. So look guys, you come to the end over here and you see this mummy, which is actually laying down. As you could see, she still has clothing on her. She still has a headband, her shirt, her skirt. Look, but you could actually see teeth. So we've come to the end of this haul. But right now, I guess where we're going to next is to the place where all the babies are at, which is really, really sad because no one ever wants to see kids go out like that, you know, but I mean, that's a part of life and that's kind of where we're going next. Look at that, guys. So these are the next 3 mummies that you see. This guy kind of looked just done, but then you see this one right here. And she was either in a tremendous amount of pain or something was happening. Look at her tiny feet. Her hair. She must have been a little older since she has gray hair, like we've seen with various ones. Those actually look like ballet shoes, don't they? Probably not. They're probably just old school shoes, but wow. As you could see here, there's a man in a suit. You could see him, he had a blonde beard. You could see his clothing, his hands, his feet. Really cool how that's even possible. You would think that everything would just disappear, you know, just go away underground. But these people actually survived that process. Not only the process, a lot of them still had their clothes with them, still had clothes on, still have clothes on. So that's really interesting. So then after this whole spot, you turn around, you come here, and you go to this side. As you can see, that's where we were at before. And they have these positioned right here, and they even have their names. Wow. This one right here is Juan Jaramillo. He was brought to the cemetery in 1903. On January 1st, 1903, they brought him to the cemetery. And on the 19th of February of 1910, they took out his body from his grave without ever decomposing. Wow. This one's really interesting to me because look, she has, it looks like a nightgown. Something's wrong with her eyes though. You could see a lot of hair, but then I believe those are her eyeballs because they look like deflated eyeballs. But look, she had her hair. She even had it tied. Really, really interesting. Oh, and her name was Mujer con Camisón. Oh, she was almost 70 years old. She happened in 1973, so that actually was not that very long ago. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of different mummies here. When one thinks of mummies, they think of Egypt, all those kinds of places that are very famous. But as we see here, there's mummies in Mexico. And this happened by a natural process, not like in Egypt, where they put all kinds of chemicals and stuff on them to be able to mummify. Here, it was all natural, so really cool. And now what we're gonna talk about is the babies, guys. So we're finally to the baby section. There's probably about 7 just lined up in little boxes. It's gonna be really sad, so if you find that sad and you don't wanna watch, I would say skip it. But yeah, we're about to get to that part, so let's go. Look at this one. He still has his diaper. His little sweater. Here we have another one. I believe this is a little girl. She still has hair. Wow. She still has her bonnet. She literally has a bonnet on her head. This one, as we could see, doesn't have any pants, but it looks like it has a shirt and a bonnet as well. Oh, look at this one, guys. Here she has a little broom on him. Really sad, but also really just cute, I guess you would say, that it has just a little broom on him. Something we could see with this one is that this one was overweight. As you could see a lot of loose skin. When someone passes away and they're on the heavier side, they get a lot of extra skin that just kind of hangs on. I actually like these shoes. They had style back then, wow. So as you guys could see right there, guys, there's a stabbing. So in 1940, this person died from a stab wound, as you can see right there, to his stomach area. And that actually looks like the liver. So they must have stabbed him in the liver and he died. So as you can see, guys, this one right here in the middle died from drowning. You guys could see it on the plaques. Here's the plaque for the staff, one victim. And then this last person over here.
They buried her.
Yeah, died, buried alive. Which is one of our biggest fears for all of us, you know? So this is really crazy. As you can see from how it's positioned, you could see that it was terrified, that it was scared. Who wouldn't be? I mean, that's just sadly how she died. And you could see it just in her position.
I begin to...
Okay guys, so we're now going into the third room, I believe it is. It's a lot bigger than I actually believed. I thought it was gonna be way smaller, but it is way bigger. Oh my gosh, guys, there is a head on a mantle. Its hair was even sticking out its tongue. And then the boots. Look at this. So what happened to this one was that this was a pregnant mother and she actually sadly passed away. But then they took the fetus out. And this is actually the baby of the mother that passed away. Wow. Okay guys, so that was the last section. Like I said, they had a lot more mummies that we actually thought. I did not think there was going to be that many. But it's a really interesting place, a really interesting tour. Now if you guys ever are in Guanajuato, Mexico, you guys should definitely check it out because it's very interesting, something that we don't see every day. Something that you believed that was only in Egypt, but as we see now, it's not. It's also here in Mexico. I totally recommend you guys come check it out. If you guys are ever in the area, really decent place, really cool place. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming along. Thank you guys for always just following our crazy adventures. We appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have an awesome day. God bless.